Hey everybody, Luxinda Swirl. Okay, this is a continuation of a video I've been compiling. I'm going to do more with the alcohol waterfall / rain method. You've seen me do 2 cups already. Let me get them. I did this one in purples and blues and this one in sort of a turquoisey and purple. And the metallic in both is Piñata Brass. Okay, so this is going pretty well. I'm enjoying this process now that I've watched some TikTok videos. I have a tiny bit better idea of what I'm doing in my dreams. But I like how these have turned out. So today I'm gonna try another one, but I have some new alcohol inks, which is so unnecessary because I already have like the world's biggest alcohol ink collection. But when I watch these TikTok videos, and I will link to those below, the artist is amazing. And of course, off the top of my head, I can't think of her name. I'll put it here on the screen. But these are alcohol inks that I see her use in a lot of her videos. These are Copic ink pen refills. So this is basically alcohol ink that you use to refill a Copic ink pen or marker, alcohol ink marker. So these are the refills, which means they're just bottles of alcohol ink. So I picked a red and an orange from my collection. I got variations on the rainbow colors because I figured that would cover most things. So I'm going to use red, Carmine Red and Chrome Orange today. And as always, I have my brass, my metallic mixed up. This is 2 parts Jacquard Piñata Brass alcohol ink. So it's this alcohol ink, 2 parts of this to 1 part 91% isopropyl alcohol, and I mix it in a separate bottle. I like how the brass looks on these cups. So that's what I'm using. I'm using brass, I'm using red and orange alcohol inks, I'm using 91% alcohol from Walmart, and I also have some of that same 91% alcohol in a smaller dropper bottle in case I need it for something. So I'm going to unwrap these and turn my turner on, and I start by flooding the cup with alcohol, just plain old clear alcohol, and then I drop the ink on, and I get my heat gun out, and it's just one of these little embossing heat guns, nothing fancy. And what I've discovered is in most cases, the saying less is more is accurate. In other words, once I start adding too many redos of more alcohol, more ink, more alcohol, more ink, things get out of hand and I lose control and it ends up looking kind of gloopy and I don't like it. Here we go. Hard to get out. Oh, there we go. Too much. It's all right. Okay, we are back. This was going to be a 1 cup video, then it turned into a 2 cup, then a 3 cup, and now it's going to be a 4 cup because I keep thinking I'm getting close and I want to keep trying, and I don't want to just scrap the 3 cups I did already. I love those, but I want to try something else that I noticed in the TikTok videos, again, links are below, that I'm definitely not doing correctly or doing at all. And it involves my heat gun. When I use a heat gun for alcohol ink swirls or mica swirls, I tend to just sort of go with the heat up and down the cup, so I heat everything and then I start doing tilting and I switch the motor so it spins the other way and all that. But for the effect that Christy Brown gets in her Graceful Rain Art TikTok videos, she actually pours everything on, adds the colors, the alcohol inks, adds the brass, and then she works right in one spot and then she moves down and works in another, and this is as the cup is turning, works in another, works all the way down the cup. She doesn't just do this sort of random thing that I tend to do, because that's how I do it with other techniques. But that isn't helping me as much in trying to get something similar to what she shows, which is clouds and layers and wisps, and I am going to try again. We are going to go monotone, sort of, kind of this time. So from the Woody's Goodies collection, I have Dark and Stormy, which is a light gray, and White Russian, which is a slightly darker gray. Put a little bit of each on paper towel just to see how they would actually look. And these are the 2 I'm going to be working with because I think they look complementary. So this one is Dark and Stormy up here. Forget those 2. I opted not to use these 2. So this is Dark and Stormy up here, and this is White Russian. I was going to try it with just 1 alcohol ink color and see, but I'm not sure I'm ready for that. And of course, brass. Okay, so here we go again. Okay, I'm gonna stop here and we'll critique. I like this a lot. Clearly I didn't get enough of the colors on the whole go around of the cup. So I end up with lots of interesting parts except at the top. So I'm gonna try flooding this again. I'm gonna try putting more ink on, waiting for it to turn longer so I can get ink all the way around, and then hit it one more time and see if, we'll see. Okay, once again, I like this down here, not as crazy about this up here. So I'm gonna try to just mess with this part. What that usually does is it pushes the alcohol so you get dark lines at the top and the bottom of whatever space you're trying to work with. We'll see. We'll see if I can do this or not. I hate to mess with it because I really like most of it, but okay. You know what? I actually don't hate it this time. I'm not as crazy about the skinny stuff, but honestly, you could put a decal there. And I don't want to try and mess with this because that'll just screw up what's above and below it. So we're gonna hold here. I am going to put resin on this, and we will take a look at all 4 of our cups, see how they look under resin. Okay, so this was the first one I did. And I actually still kind of like this the best, but I can admit freely that that's because it's aqua, turquoise, teal, you know, that range. There's a little purple in there. And of course the brass gold metallic is gorgeous. But I have more thin bands than the larger swirly areas. Not that I'm complaining. I love how this cup looks, but if you've gone to the description area and clicked on the links to Christy Brown's Graceful Rain art, you will know that this is close, but not up to her level at all. I have so far to go, I think, with practice. But I'm loving all these cups that I make along the way. So let's get on to the second one I did. Okay, here is cup number 2. This was blues and pinks, and I mean, it looks purple. I think I was trying for blues and pinks. But the blue and the pink combine in a few places, and that makes purple. So it's beautiful. Again, not really where I was hoping to be, but I don't dislike it at all. I think it's gorgeous. And that's partly because of the colors. Really pretty. Okay, let's move on to the third one now. Alright, so this was the third one, and unlike the others that were all done with Woody's Goodies alcohol inks, these are Copic alcohol inks. They're still alcohol inks, different brand, from the people who make the beautiful Copic pens and Copic markers. No complaints here either. I was hoping that using the brand that Christy uses more often in her videos. My understanding is she uses Copic quite a bit, and she also uses some Ranger. I haven't tried this with Ranger alcohol inks yet. So this one area you're seeing now, it's got the layers and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not crazy about it. I don't dislike it. I dislike the colors. I'm not an orange and a red fan, but I wanted to try it just to see, sunset cup sort of thing. But you know, again, using the Copic alcohol inks didn't miraculously make me any better at it, I guess is what I'm saying. Okay, next and final one in this video. Okay, so this is the last one, the one you just saw most recently, the one I did most recently. And this is grays, 2 different grays, although here with the white behind them they look very bluish, and that doesn't bother me in the least. I think it's gorgeous. This is where I thought I had better control of the heat gun, but clearly, you know, a little maybe towards the bottom, but that middle part caused me some trouble, as you saw. So once you start, man, if you try and fix areas, you end up with darker lines and slimmer fingers, and that's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but I like the bottom a lot. I like the top. The middle part, yeah, don't hate it. So anyway, that's my adventure so far in the waterfall rain technique. Let me know what you think. Stay safe, everyone. I'll see you in the next video.